Good afternoon, this is Bob Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago, talking currency futures. Talk about the euro. We actually got a new weekly high in the euro, up above 117, 117.22 and a half, only to fall later in the day on the futures side of the euro dollar and get down to almost a full handle lower. 116.25 was the low, and we actually finished near that low to be down on the day. We had employment costs in the EU, fastest employment cost growth in 5.5 years, up 2.2%. We got an unchanged unemployment rate, but that employment cost growth, while it's not the favorite indicator of wage growth for the ECB, it still nonetheless gave a little bit of reassurance to what Mario Draghi and the ECB said in the press conference on Thursday, that they would continue on the path of eliminating QE, winding it down slowly, and then possibly look for 2019 to start normalizing rates. That was a little bit of a factor in that late push. Again, early on after that employment cost index, we actually did make a new high, and then the dollar strengthened, the euro fell, and likely that it should have fallen. EU trade talks seem to be progressing. We had some good news on that front this week, and we should see a continued acceleration of that process to where the actual verbal agreement between the president and the economic minister of the EU, Jan Juncker, actually turns into an agreement that could go into a public comment period and then possibly even be signed within the next 60 days. We'll be watching for that next week. That also helped the euro fall a little bit today. And then the ECB actually released a report of exports falling in the EU. This is where I get the idea that the trade talks should probably do a little bit better next week. We'll be getting some headlines on that, because exports fell from the EU to the rest of the globe by 0.8%. That's the smallest surplus that the EU has had in over 4 years. So they definitely are incentivized to get these trade talks moving and get that euro dollar to be a little bit stronger if the ECB actually removes it. But it's falling right now because it doesn't seem like that export figure is a short-term fix. This is Bob Iaccino talking FX, specifically euro currency, from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago.